Sam Kannnappan is an engineer, he's an author, he's a community leader, he's a member of the board of Texas Board of Engineers, he's a philanthropist and an Indian cultural ambassador.
I am from Nattarasankottai, southern Tamil Nadu.
So, what's your dream when you are a child?
Oh, just like my parent and grandfather, I wanted to go abroad. So I decided to apply for American universities and got admission and came to Texas. My basic degree is BE Honors in Mechanical Engineering from Annamalai University.
I see, yeah.
Then I did my Master's in Systems Engineering from University of Texas at Austin.
Then when did you come to United States?
I came to Austin, Texas on September 9th, 1968 for graduate course in Mechanical Engineering.
If we step back, after your graduation from India, you migrated to US for your higher studies, then how you got a job in US first?
It was very difficult because 1970-71 was going through recession. So Austin was a small town, so we had to move to Houston looking for a job. So we would catch a bus from University of Houston campus and go to Westheimer, and every day we would walk about few blocks. We'll start at 5,000 block, we'll go to 6,000 block, ask in each one of those buildings for a mechanical engineering job. And those days you carry a hard copy resume with your picture on it. All the resumes are required to have a picture. So they will look at the picture, they will look at you, there will no vacancy. Then after some time we catch the bus back to Houston University.
Okay.
So we tried many days like that. Then I came into Houston and worked as a stationary engineer with the City of Houston license.
I see, yeah.
And I moved up to as the chief engineer of old shell building up on the building maintenance engineers level.
Yeah.
And later I got into pipe stress analysis, became a piping engineer.
I see,
That's what Houston is. Texas being a very conservative state, they would not accept Indian families in late 60s, 70s, 71, 19. So it was a challenge, especially for in the schools for children, their names and the way they talk. All that was a very difficult time for them. But they got over it. Even for us, it was very difficult to find a job and get some friends, because Americans don't socialize with you and you don't socialize with them. So you really don't understand what is happening around you. And there were not many Indian families to talk to in Texas at that time. So, but now, there are a lot more Indian families are settling in Houston and Texas. So it's better now.
I mean, in the technical board who is appointed by the governor, Texas governor, and you are an expert panel. You are in many expert panel groups, right?
Okay. See, this Professional Engineers Board is the one which licenses about 58,000 active engineers in state of Texas. And then my specialty is pipe stress engineering, mechanical engineering. So I do consulting, and I have written a book on software in piping.
Okay. So your software was, at that time, I think it's in the 1970s, right?
1975 when we released it in engineering software using Fortran 4 language.
Okay. So at that time, there is very rare people are into this software side and all.
Well, people did not even know the difference between software and hardware at that time. It's all called computer. The differences came about later.
You are the basic pillars in US who constructed this great temple here. Share me a little bit about that.
Well, you see, I come from Chettiar community, which are temple builders. After the Maharaja's time in India, we started maintaining the temples.
Okay.
So when I came here, and if you look at a remote state like Texas, there was a place for the people to meet and worship. So then we built this temple in a very humble way in 1977. Now it has become a very large institution in Texas.
Then you came work with NASA as a contractor employee.
Right. I worked for Bendix, who's a contractor for NASA, Goddard Space Flight Center, where I was a mechanical engineer for optics, improving the optics. This is laser tracking to see the different points on the Earth. Okay. And we improved the accuracy from about 9 inches to few centimeters, the measurement between the location on Earth and to the satellite and back.
So you got an award for that, right?
Yes, I was given an award by NASA, Goddard Space Flight Center, for that work.
So I'm very curious. Tell us more about your typical day.
I get up at 4 o'clock and I go to work at 6. Usually I always have some request to help. It could be expedite an Indian visa, or something happens to an IT student in San Antonio, whatever. Then I kind of follow them right about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, talk with the consul general or senator, sometimes my close friend. So we're trying to resolve some of these things by the time 11:30.
Okay. So, you being a part of the first generation immigrants, what will be your advice for the next generation?
You see, being the first generation is very difficult, but we still hold on to our old values. But for the children who are born here, who grow up here, they are in the middle of Western and Eastern civilization, which conflicts in a number of ways. So, my request to the younger generation is take the good from each side and adopt. And if you see some things from your parents' side, from Indian side, good values, take it. Same way, if you look at from your American friends and American system, Western system, you see some good things, adopt it. And mix both together and make your life very successful. Values from India and hard work from America will make these youngsters real successful.